Hello and welcome to the Fish Nerds, the show about fish, fishing, and eating fish. I'm Clay Groves, Chief Executive Fish Nerd, Licensed Fishing Guide, your best friend. It is NaPodPoMo National Podcast Posting Month. It's November 11th, Veterans Day. So for today's Fish in the News, we're doing news every day this month. I'm going to do a veteran story, but first I want to thank all of our listeners who are vets. We do have a handful out there. I'm sure a lot more than I know who do serve, and we appreciate and value you. I did not serve. I'm going to tell you why. I was raised in the Coast Guard family. My dad was in the military, and I think after being my entire life living on Coast Guard bases, when I got older, I was thinking I should join the military. Then I thought, I think I've had enough living on military bases, and so I decided not to. There are days where I wish I had, especially during the Coast Guard. I think I'd have enjoyed that growing up in the Coast Guard and all that. But I didn't do it, and so for that, I really appreciate those who do, because I didn't, and it makes me value those of you who did serve a lot more. I did do 2 years of AmeriCorps, so I did national service, but not military service. Wasn't my bag at the time. But again, thanks everyone for your service. And here is some fish in the news.
News, fish in the news. Everybody loves their fish in the news.
This is from WDTN.com. And this is just a couple days ago, posted November 8th. From Kristen Eskow from Dayton, Ohio, a nonprofit organization is helping disabled veterans heal through fly fishing. Here in the Miami Valley, across the country, Project Healing Waters teaches the sport to veterans for free. Project Healing Water teaches veterans how to fly fish, build their own rods, and several veterans they spoke with say it's made a big, big difference. I'm sure it does. Tammy Chapman served in the Air Force for 12 years. She was a jet engine mechanic, and at one point she fell from the maintenance stand and broke her back. And she says regular fishing can be a challenge, but fly fishing is much easier. I'm very curious about this. Fly fishing I always find to be so challenging. There's nothing better than catching one on the fly you tied on a rod you built. That's probably true. It helps your mental attitude. My children have noticed a difference, and my family has noticed a difference too. Chapman has been active with Project Healing Waters for 5 years. Organizers say the program is open to active duty servicemen in their treatment or veterans with some form of disability. When you fish like this, you're captivated. You think of nothing else, says project lead Nathan Villa. Officials with the Dayton VA Medical Center says they make sure veterans of any physical ability can participate, even those who are legally blind. And it's funny, I do know other blind fishers, so that's not it's rare, but not unheard of. We've had veterans through this program that have had PTSD, and some with depression, and some that have suffered strokes, says Kara, occupational therapist. And for Chapman, there's more Project Healing Waters than fly fishing. We're all veterans, and we understand each other, and these guys start out as fishing buddies, but they're pretty much family now. Project Healing Water runs classes and outings all year, and if you'd like to get involved, you can donate. And to donate, and you should give money to this organization, you can donate to them by going to projecthealingwaters.org. projecthealingwaters.org. Their mission is dedicated to the physical and emotional rehabilitation of disabled active military service personnel and disabled veterans through fly fishing and associated activities, including education and outings. Sounds like a great organization. I applaud anyone who takes care of our vets, and even better if you're taking them fishing. There's a lot of organizations in your states, your local areas that have smaller, that aren't national, they're just kind of local, that you should always get involved with. But great stuff. And again, everyone, thank you for your service. Happy Veterans Day. We'll be back tomorrow with some more fish in the news.